Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations. Sorry that I didn't have an episode uploaded yesterday. I didn't realize that I didn't have another video. And by the time I realized that, it was too late to record. Like 7 in the morning, I was tired. So, sorry about that. Oh, I see. I guess I should have expected this. Nobody saw the other guy, huh? But he was there when I took the coffee over, sir. Scout's honor! Maggey! Detective Gumshoe! Are you doing alright? How you feeling? As if you need to ask either question, sir. Don't let him get you down, Maggey. And don't forget to eat well, okay? Roger! And you! Yeah? You'd better square this case away, got it, pal? Maggey's innocent, you hear? If you screw up, then I'll be doing some squaring away myself. Squared away some paperwork for your arrest. I think he's serious. Hey, detective, you're on our side for once, right? Yep. So you'll be able to help Maggey out, right? Really? Can you, sir? Of course. I've got the situation under control. I'm gonna be the first witness on the stand today. If something I say doesn't mess with the facts, make sure you point it out, alright? Sure. Okay, we're forming a united front today, pal. You get me? I don't think I've heard of a witness who wants to be called out for lying. I can't tell you how grateful I am, sir. I've always admired you so much, detective. I know I can count on you. Looks like it should all go pretty smoothly today, huh? I can only wish. And we know that it won't. Court is now in session for the trial of Maggey Bird. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Bitter. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? What's wrong? Nothing. It's just whenever I addressed you in the previous trial, your response was... you was talking to me. It was a little, well, intimidating. No, that wasn't me. That was the phony Phoenix. I see. So our trusty Phoenix Wright is back with us now, is he? Our trusty? So, Mr. Godot, your opening statement, please. Let me adjust my mic real quick. Or maybe my audio will come through a little better. Mr. Trite, whether you're a fake or the real deal, we will find out soon enough through this trial today. But I can already tell you, I'm the real Phoenix Wright. I wasn't questioning whether you are Phoenix Wright or not. I was questioning whether you had studied law or not. I would expect that I did. That's what I intend to find out. There's no denying it. Behind that mask is a man who really hates me for some reason or another. As everyone's aware, the court has already given its verdict on this case once. Therefore, I won't stand for irrelevant testimony during this retrial. Nor will I stand for a simple repetition of the evidence presented in the last trial. I'm not planning on repeating anything that phony me said. Trust me. Now then, Mr. Godot, please summon your first witness. What's up, Gum? Let's start with the formalities, shall we? Name and occupation. Witness! State your name for the court! Huh? Oh, sorry, sir. It is a police department detective. Occupation, Dick Gumshoe. Other way around, detective. Huh? Oh, sorry. Anyway, I'm the officer in charge of this case since yesterday, sir. Since yesterday? Yeah, the guy who's on the initial investigation is tied up with another case for now. I hope Gumshoe's really got everything under control, for everyone's sake. I see. So, Detective Gumshoe, would you outline for the court the basic facts of the case? Yes, sir. The victim's name was Glenn Elg. He was a professional programmer. He was on the payroll of Blue Screens Incorporated, a local company. This is the victim's autopsy report. The court accepts in the evidence. He died of potassium cyanide poisoning. Time of his death was between 1:30 and 30. Hey, Gumshoe, did you ever find out what was in that bottle? Any of the floor plans of the restaurant. When the incident took place, the victim was sitting here, right here. The poisoned coffee was brought over to him by the waitress. The waitress being the accused. Yeah. The victim died from poisoning almost immediately after he took a sip of the coffee. At the time of the incident, there were 2 other people in the restaurant. Mr. John Armstrong, the owner and chef, and a regular by the name of Mr. Victor Kudo. I'm not doing a good job of keeping the bad accent. I don't even know what accent I'm going for. Is it a Brooklyn accent, I think? Is the one I've been trying to do. I'm bad at accents, okay? I'm not awake enough to be doing accents. This still seems to be a very straightforward case to me. Tribute floor plans. X equals victim seat. Okay. Wait, I thought it was a V. When Jacob's hammer nailed the defendant's coffin shut with your own 2 hands. Oh, that X. I thought I was talking about the blue V. Now then, Detective Gumshoe, let's have your testimony. Yes, sir. The incident. When the incident took place, the victim was alone at his table, sir. We understand that the guy, Glenn Elg, was listening to the radio at the time. Traces of poison were found in his coffee cup. What we found was potassium cyanide. That stuff really packs a punch. And, it looks like Miss Bird might have had, well, some kind of motive. That's it. Using the dark, aromatic depths of coffee to conceal the poison. Classy lady. The facts of this case seem to be ironclad. Mr. Wright, I would ask you to begin your cross-examination, but... Yeah? Please, no intimidation tricks this time around. Is that understood? I already told you, that wasn't me. Alright, the incident. When the incident took place, the victim was alone. But that's not what the witness says. Not the witness. The suspect. Can I stop you for just a minute? Huh? What is it? Did I say that contradicts the evidence? He's so desperate for that to be true, he's practically crying. Your testimony just now doesn't match the testimony given by Miss Bird. She claims that there was another man at the victim's table. Yeah, that's what she said. And what are you objecting for? What killer wouldn't say that when faced with a homicide conviction? Hey! Sadly, her testimony isn't supported by the owner or the other customer. Isn't that right, Detective Gumshoe? Yeah, it's true. The 2 testimonies tie up on that. They both said there was no other guy at the table. What should I do? Should I press on this point a little harder or not? I say we press harder. Well, maybe the other witness just missed him. Perhaps their view of the victim's table was obscured in some way. That argument is as weak as the coffee at Tribute and Trite. I have here in my possession a ticket. A ticket? Looks more like a photo to me. Yes, a one-way ticket to Guiltyville. Population, the defendant. Ah, okay. This is a photograph taken from near the entrance of the kitchen. This is the scene as witnessed by the chef moments after the poisoning took place, correct? I think the court will agree that with such a clear view of the scene of the crime. How, Mr. Trite, could anyone have overlooked a second person at the table? Well, with the chef in the kitchen, and the old man doing nothing but looking at the skirt of the waitress, it's pretty likely that the second person was missed. It certainly seems to show the victim's table extremely clearly. Okay. Glenn Elg was listening to the radio. He was listening to his radio, you say? Yeah, he had a portable radio in his chest pocket. Maggey told us that too, didn't she? Something about how one of them had some sort of earpiece? What should I do? Should I press on this point a little harder? I might as well. And what was it that the victim was listening to on the radio, Detective Gumshoe? Huh? How should I know? I think it's a lot. We're now one step closer to the middle of nowhere. This isn't going very well, is it? Detective, could you perhaps tell us about the poison and how it was used? So, traces of the poison were found in the coffee cup and nowhere else? Not sure I get you, pal. Was the poison a liquid, or was it a powder? If I had to put it in layman's terms, I'd say it was a powdery substance. So the poison could have been in anything that was on the table. Sugar, salt, pepper. Huh. Do you put salt and pepper in your coffee, Trite? Well, he did say sugar. The victim took his coffee black with no sugar. Seems the poison could only have been in the coffee. I mean, we don't know. Maybe he likes salt on his coffee. Are you absolutely certain that the victim even drank any of his coffee? Huh? What do you mean? According to this file, the poison was found in the victim's coffee cup. What proof is there that the victim ever drank any of it? Oh, hey, you're right. That's what I was thinking. In case you were wondering, that last objection was for the detective there. Huh? For me? Oh, hey, you're right. You may be fooling the court, but I'm not falling for it. If you have the time to waste, you have the time to present that piece of evidence. Is it that piece, sir? Yes, that piece. What piece was it again? This. Could you not throw your coffee at me? Should I be grateful this coffee's only hot enough to give me first-degree burns? Oh, now I remember. This is the victim's coffee cup. Yes, the victim's cup. Take a good look at the rim. Oh yes, it's unmistakable. There's clearly a coffee stain on it. Conclusive proof that the victim did drink from the poisoned coffee that was in his cup. The victim gulped down the bitter... Okay. For the record, the only person in the cup are the victims and the defendants. Okay. This really isn't looking good for Maggey, is it? Upon further inspection of this cup, or investigation of this cup, we found a certain chemical substance. Found potassium cyanide. Potassium cyanide? I've heard of that chemical before. Exactly how strong is this poison, Detective Gumshoe? Well, that stuff's lethal. Eat too much in Europe history. How much is too much? Probably any amount. The lethal dose is 0.2 grams. That's about enough to finish anyone off. 0.2 grams? How much is that? You know when you swab your ears for earwax? Yeah, about that much. Earwax, huh? Sounds like something Gumshoe's got an abundance of. Such a small quantity of poison could have been concealed anywhere. Okay, looks like Miss Bird might have had some kind of motive. Some kind of motive? Yeah, but if you ask me, it's been blown way out of proportion. You know what my golden rule is, Detective. Chuck out a bad cup of coffee. You can always get another. Huh? I don't get it. I think he means he's gonna replace you. I'm saying, we can always get another witness on the stand if we have to chuck you out. So stick to the facts, Detective. Now then, what was Miss Bird's motive? Come on, Gumshoe. They said she wanted to steal a lottery ticket. I knew it! That's what we heard yesterday, too. It disappeared from the scene of the crime. And it wasn't just any lottery ticket. It was a winning ticket for $500,000. And we discovered that Armstrong didn't take it, right? Mr. Armstrong knew about the ticket too, didn't he? But he stole the wrong one, yeah. Then, is it possible Maggey stole the winning one? What should I do? Should I press on this point a little harder? Yeah. Wait a minute! The mere fact that the lottery ticket disappeared in no way implicates my client. I have here in my hand the very ticket in question. That's the $500,000 lottery ticket? One of the female police officers found it when she was conducting a search of the defendant. Whoa, what? Oh no. Order! She's quite a lucky bird, our little waitress. You will submit that ticket as evidence to the court, immediately. I better keep my eye on that ticket. The way the judge's voice is quivering. He's gonna take it. I mean, $500,000, I'd take it. This ticket was presented to the court at the previous trial, too. But it feels heavier now, somehow. $500,000, you say? It's just a scrap of paper. What matters is where it was found, Your Honor. And that's on Maggey's person, unfortunately. Alright, so, did she take it, or was it planted there? That's enough! The facts of this case seem overwhelmingly clear to me. The defendant had ample opportunity to commit the crime of which she is charged. Furthermore, it seems beyond reasonable doubt that she did indeed commit this crime. I like an old man who knows the score. There's also the matter of the $500,000 lottery ticket. That alone provides a very credible motive. I mean, for that sum of money, even I might be tempted to bend the rules. I don't mind an old man who's weak to the siren call of money. Not good, Nick. The evidence is against Maggey is starting to pile up fast. Yeah, it's because the court had ruled guilty once already. I'd say it's about time to wrap up this repeat performance with one final decisive piece of evidence. He's got more evidence against Maggey? This is the apron the delightful Miss Bird was wearing at the time. Wow, that's not the cleanest apron I've seen. That stain looks like... It can't be blood, can it? I think it's Kool-Aid. Seems the star of our play was a little flustered. And somehow spilled coffee on herself. A coffee? That's not exactly the first thing that caught my eye. Of course, the coffee stain isn't the most interesting thing about this apron. No, there's something else that stands out even more. Something else? I presume you mean... Of course, I'm referring to the pocket. The... pocket? The search carried out right after the incident uncovered this. Potassium cyanide. The very poison used by the killer was in her apron pocket. A bottle of poison? In Maggey's pocket? Yeah, and Maggey's prints were the only ones on it. What? Okay. This really doesn't look good for Maggey, does it? Order, order, order! The court will accept these items into evidence. Okay, Maggey's fingerprints on it. There's something still bothering me, Mr. Godot. Why have you not explained the bloodstain to the court? Bloodstain? What bloodstain would that be? Don't play games, prosecutor. The blood-colored stain is smeared all over the apron. That's ridiculous. No one told me anything about a bloodstain. You don't need to be told. Just look at it. Well, detective, could this stain really be blood? No way, sir. It's just ketchup, sir. Ketchup? She must have gotten some on her apron while taking someone to breakfast that day. You could have spoken up a little sooner, Detective Gumshoe. Pull something like that again and I'll have you drink 17 cups of ketchup, witness. Ugh. I thought everyone already knew what it was. I haven't seen anything yet to make me doubt the last ruling I made on this case. The motive, the opportunity, and the supporting evidence. They have all been clearly established. Well, Wright, it seems you really are a phony after all. You really know how to drive a man nuts. Witness, please continue with your testimony. Describe to the court the crime scene and the findings of your investigation there. Okay. The crime was reported at 2:25 p.m. by a kind of scary old man, sir. Poor Maggey had passed out from the shock. Must have been real tough for her. Every single thumbnail I've had for the past, 4 episodes or so, I think aside from the last episode, has just been black and white. The victim didn't have any identification on him, but we figured out who he was pretty quick, and then the investigation went smoothly. When Maggey was searched, we found the lottery ticket and the bottle of ketchup. And that was it. There was nothing else missing from the crime scene. You identified the victim and secured the prime suspect. Very good. Last chance to convince the court you're a real lawyer, Wright. Don't count on any more cross-examinations after this one. So let the fun begin. Okay. Crime is reported at 2:25. Scary old man, Detective Gumshoe. There's an old man who's a regular at the restaurant where the incident happened. We're obviously talking about the same old man. Officers were dispatched right after the report came in, but the old guy still made a fuss. What took you so long? Then he hurled abuse at them, and seeds. Seeds. It was nothing. I caught each one with my teeth. I guess not even the mighty Godot could avoid being attacked by that guy. The old man was the only other customer in the place at the time. He took his time finding the payphone, apparently, so he was late reporting the crime. Poor Maggey had passed out from the shock. It's been real tough for her. Oh, wait. Right. We're supposed to be pressing. How long was the defendant unconscious for? The officers got to the crime scene around 2:40. Maggey was still out cold in the kitchen at that time. Took another 10 minutes or so before she came to. I would have liked to have been on the scene myself. I bet you would have liked to have carried out the search, too. I would have loved to see Maggey asleep like that. All pretty and peaceful. You're a professional detective, Gumshoe. Or you're a professional detective, Gumshoe, not a professional bird watcher. Save the romantics for your own time, detective. All we need to know about is the investigation. Oops! Guess I'm pretty red right now, aren't I? Okay, the victim didn't have any identification on him. No! God! It's not what I wanted to do. You didn't have any. Are you saying that it was stolen then? No, I don't think so. The victim didn't have a driver's license or even a credit card on him, pal. All he had was 58 cents in his wallet. 58 cents? Yeah, I can't believe I found someone with less in their wallet than me, pal. The victim sounds like he was a thoroughly miserable young man. Or some kind of outlaw. Why not give him a bit of an edge? I think I'm onto something here. Are we? I mean, it does seem like he was trying to, Oh wait, an outlaw? I mean, he does have the mask drawing. Seems like he was trying to start, like, a band, though. MC Bomber. Or at least solo artist, I guess. Someone did say, it was Maggey, I think, that there was a mixtape there. Okay, we figured out it was pretty quick. Wait a sec! Oh, did I say something dumb again? Let me paraphrase what you just testified to this court. The victim didn't have any form of ID on him. That's basically what you said, yes? Yeah, basically. In that case, how are you able to identify the victim so quickly? Oh, that. Still let down to the whole sack and shoulders and puppy dog eyes thing going. There was a prescription on the victim's table along with the lottery ticket. It seems Mr. Glenn Elg visited his doctor before he went to Tribune. Oh, that's where all his money went. We got the victim's name from the medical records of the doc who prescribed the meds. That's a reliable enough source at the court. What should I do? Let's hear more. Yeah, let's ask about the prescription bag. So what sort of medicine was in the bag? Well, actually, the bag we found was empty. Huh. Yeah, completely empty. It was completely empty. He didn't, like, overdose on medicine, did he? No, because it's confirmed he died of cyanide. You're entering an empty paper bag as evidence. Desperate, are you, Trey? Now, what happened with the investigation after that, detective? Hold on, I'm not done. Oh, I can't ask about the health insurance? I guess it's not important then. Well, Maggey searched from the lottery ticket. But the defendant had been passed out for a while, correct? In that case, isn't it possible someone planted the evidence in Maggey's pocket? Hey, yeah, you nailed it, pal. It happens to me all the time. We had a department party the other day, and when I got home, I was wearing the boss's shoes. Keep up this crazy testimony, detective, and the shoes will end up down your throat. Sorry. So, Trey, someone planted the evidence in Maggey's pocket. That's a pretty bold statement. Care to back it up with some evidence? Well, I'd love to if I had any. It appears you have no evidence to support your theory, Mr. Wright. Continue with your testimony, witness. Okay, and that was it? There was nothing else missing from the crime scene. Yeah, there was. There's a mixtape missing. So the $500 million lottery ticket and the bottle of poison were accounted for. Yeah. Interesting. It's true that those two items are accounted for. But wasn't there another lottery ticket that was stolen that day? Oh yeah, the one the restaurant owner took. He won a whole dollar with it. What a lucky guy, huh? And they're just gonna let him get away with it. It's just $1, detective. I guess no one cares when it's that little, except for Gumshoe. If I don't find a hole in his testimony, the judge is gonna hand down his verdict. Gumshoe isn't giving us anything to work with. And we can't find any contradiction if he doesn't give us something. Yeah, that's true. But Maggey and Gumshoe are like Dumb and Dumber. Our only hope is that they were so dumb they missed something obvious. Come on, Gumshoe. Be the dumbest you've ever been. Do I have evidence about that, that mixtape that Maggey said was missing? I'm not sure I do. Should I just do the sports paper? No. Okay. The page don't have evidence about that, but Maggey did say there was one there, and it went missing. Crime scene. I did not mean to do that.
Objection.
Pressing all the wrong buttons. Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's anything here that's not accounted for. Worn by Maggey at the time of the incident? Okay, she is wearing a stained apron.
Objection.
I was going to say, that wasn't adding up. Phoenix did say something about being onto something during... Oh, crap. This. It's like, I think I'm onto something. I feel like it's gonna have to do with the sports paper. Oh wait, is it that this was missing? Oh wait, I just tried that, didn't I? I'm kind of an idiot. What was the victim's handwriting? But yeah, because you could have done handwriting on this. No. Okay, I'm off base. I don't want to have to do any editing, but I guess I'm gonna go press everything again and see if something happens. So I guess I'll cut ahead until I figured something out. Wait a second. This has his name on it. This would be his identification, wouldn't it? Or... No, because you told us that here. Never mind then. Wait, are you serious? I did that, like, out of frustration. is actually that the medicine bag was missing. I thought that they just took it. Detective Gumshoe, I think I should point something out to you. There's just one small contradiction in your testimony. Oh, finally. I'm getting all anxious just waiting, so hurry up, will ya? You testified that nothing else was missing from the crime scene. However, the prescription bag you mentioned was empty. Did the officers recover the medicine from the scene of the crime later? No, they didn't. The victim was given a prescription right before going to Tribulations. Where then did the medicine disappear to? You are too cool, pal! Indeed. Due consideration wasn't given to the victim's prescription in the previous trial. Witness, why do you always overlook such vital pieces of evidence? I guess it's the most careless thing I've done so far, huh? The victim was killed by poison, and the victim's medicine mysteriously disappeared. The victim's own prescription could have been the lethal poison itself. But we don't know what medicine it was. Order! Well, Mr. Godot, what do you have to say to that? That's all. What? Read for the court the name of the clinic, the prescription bag, if you will. What's the clinic's name got to do with anything? New Ear Otolaryngological Clinic. Otolaryngological? Just what kind of illness was the victim suffering from, Mr. Godot? Hardly an illness, Your Honor. More like a bitter war wound, you could say. A war wound? The day before the incident, Mr. Elg found himself in a fight. He took a blow to the side of the head and ruptured his eardrum. Ow. He ruptured his eardrum? Then what on earth was the prescription he was given? It was a cream that was to be applied topically inside his ear canal, not to be ingested. Maybe the idiot ingested it. I don't know. It's mentioned in the autopsy report if you read the fine print. They found traces of the medication in the victim's left ear. Yes, here it is, in very, very fine print. It seems Mr. L correctly applied some of his medicine while he was at Tribulations. Therefore, it would be absurd to believe that he would have eaten his medication. Seems this medication is irrelevant to the case after all. No! Nick! If you don't think of something quick, it'll all be over. She's right. I can't get away with any old weak objection. What should I do? Should I push it? I mean, if this is wrong, it'll refill my health. So, screw it. Then I can get full health, I can make my way back to this point in between episodes. Only moments ago, Mr. Godot made the following statement. It seems Mr. L correctly applied some of his medication while he was at Tribulations. If that's the case, then why was the medication not found at the scene of the crime? But the medication in question was for topical use inside the ear canal. It doesn't change the fact that it could not be found at the crime scene. However insignificant it may seem, it's a lawyer's duty to pursue the truth. You know as well as I do that the medication is irrelevant. It hardly seems likely that a prescription drug would contain potassium cyanide. It's probably not true. It hardly seems likely that the coffee the waitress served would contain it either. But it did! The possibility is undeniable. Ugh. That's enough. Mr. Godot, is the detective the only witness the prosecution wishes to call out? Mr. Godot? I've got my own witness I'd like to call, sir. It's the old man who was there at the restaurant on the day of the murder. Victor Kudo, the pigeon hater? Very well. The matter of the disappearing medication seems little more than trivial at best. However, it wasn't explored at all in the previous trial. And that is something that bothers me. Yay! Good job, Nick! The court will adjourn for a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear the prosecution's next witness. Huh. I suppose this means I'll have to finish you off in my last 6 cups. Court is adjourned for recess. Alright, that's it for the episode. Thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, click or subscribe button down below. Don't forget to check out my channel, and if you're checking me live on Twitch or something to stream live, you can check out that link down in the description below. Once again, thanks for watching, and I will catch all of you in the next one. So, take care.